Hello, guys. Hello, world. Hello, Philippines. Welcome to my YT world. Welcome to my YT channel. This is again, I'm a singer, Eternal Voice. So, the title of this live streaming is all about a refresh regarding balancing the chemical reactions. Okay, because one of my classmates in high school requested me to do this. Okay, and because she said she almost forgot regarding this topic, so I offer my help and assistance to her to really show voluntarily how to balance the chemical reactions because it just happens that they need this because I think one way or another she has maybe uh, daughter or or a sibling that's studied right now in high school and there's a subject chemistry. Okay, actually there are 15 numbers for this chemical reactions. So we need to refresh what are those types of chemical reactions before we proceed, right? So we have, I think, 4 to 5 kinds of types of reaction, but actually we have different kinds of reactions, but we are talking here the types because types are not the same completely with kinds. Kinds meaning to say various. Okay, but types is specific regarding to the rules and regulations to apply something like that. Okay. For example, kinds of chemical reactions a lot hydrolysis, something like that. Okay, neutralization reaction, okay, something like that, esterification reaction, okay, something like that, condensation reaction, something like that, okay. So, but for the types are totally the basic foundation of, I think, all chemical reactions involved in inorganic chemistry, okay, because organic chemistry have exemptions also for that. There's a new rule applies there. For example, uh, talking about the acid, so in inorganic chemistry, we simply add H proton or H positive. But in organic chemistry, it's different. The carboxylic acid group has carbon atom there. The functional group R will be added to carbon, oxygen, and hydroxyl group, okay, or RCOOH. Meaning to say, carbon atom double bond with oxygen, single bond with hydroxyl group, plus single bonded with the alkyl group. And alkyl group are mainly the chain of carbon atoms and hydrogen atoms. But you cannot find that in inorganic chemistry because another thing will follow there. It's only H positive or charged one that will be added to certain polyatomic ions. It will become an acid. Okay. So also for the salt. Okay. Because there's also an exemption for that. Okay. So there's a lot of salts, right? Sulfates, like that, phosphates. Okay. Chlorides, like this. Okay. Carbonates, like a lot. Oxalates, manganese, water, something like that. And you have to add H only. Okay, or hydronium ion. You can still remember that one, right? Hydronium ion. Okay, still positive charge. So there's, a very distinctive, okay, difference between inorganic and organic chemistry. But what matters here is mainly for inorganic chemistry or the general chemistry, the basic foundation types of chemical reactions. So we have 5 or 4. Let's not stop vlogging because due to the demand of somebody else, and then I'll be able to help them also. So the first is the combination reaction, decomposition reaction. We have the single replacement or single displacement, the double displacement or the double replacement, or the another special which is the combustion. Five. Yes, it's 5. Combustion reaction, which is applicable in both inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. Because organic chemistry, mostly fuel and hydrocarbons involved there. Okay, that's why it will be producing carbon dioxide and water if you add oxygen with the fuel or the hydrocarbon, right? Okay, rapid oxidation of an hydrocarbon or a fuel will produce carbon dioxide from water. It also holds through in organic chemistry. I think so. What is the best example for that? I think, let's say carbonic acid, right? H2CO3. Okay, then you add oxygen gas, it will produce CO2 plus H2O. Okay, research that for yourself also. Then we can balance the chemical equation. Same thing with combustion. Okay, something like that. So we have 50 numbers. Okay, so in their assignment, something like that. So the students will be able to determine what type of chemical reaction. This one you cannot see, right? I'm writing the ball pen only. Okay, I'm very tired of writing this in the pencil pen because it requires too much space like that. I use only ball pen. You can see, right? Okay, take a look. Okay, types and then followed by the reactants and the products. I think this is also one way how to learn fast. Okay, because the students can be able to determine what are the products, what are the reactants, and what types, so that if they can encounter several chemical reactions, they can already identify and they can also predict the products because they are used to or practice several chemical reactions already. So this is good, really. Okay, so kudos, congratulations to the teachers who did this assignment for them, something like that. I love it. Okay, not only predicting the products and balancing it, but we have to distinguish what type of chemical reaction it is and what are the products and what are the reactants, something like that. Okay, so in that way, the students can learn a lot. Okay, especially in chemistry. Okay, something like so. Number one, carbon plus oxygen. Carbon plus oxygen gas. Okay, so what made this a little bit simplified, shall I say, okay, basic chemistry, because teachers are given already the products. Okay, so it's not very tasky because it's very difficult if the reactants already act and produce the products. It's very difficult compared to this because they're giving the reactants and the products already. What you have to do is to distinguish already. Okay, something like that. So this reaction, for example, number one. Oh my gosh! But before going this, I must eat first my yogurt. Okay, yogurt contains butyrate. You know what's the formula of butyrate? Okay, let me explain. Charot. Okay, butyrate is responsible for the provision of extra energy, about 70% of energy to be provided to our colon cells. Okay, colon meaning the digestive gut, the large intestine and the small intestine, or what we call as the digestive health or the gut health. G-U-T, G as in code. Okay, gut health or digestive health. Okay, so if we eat these probiotic substances, this contains gut microbes or good bacteria that will fight the bad bacteria, okay, the fungi, the bad viruses and everything, because we have microbiome family inside our body. We are built in with thousands of good bacteria inside our digestive system. Okay, so the kind of food that we need to eat are probiotics because it contains a lot of good bacteria. Okay, so the butyrate substance, which is the conjugate base of butyric acid, is responsible for that. Okay, now we need to have butyric acid inside our system. Then how can we obtain butyric acid? Because this butyric acid, through our good bacteria inside our gut, which are the large intestine and the smaller intestine, will convert the substances into dietary fibers. dietary fibers, Dietery, meaning to say fiber in our colon cells so that our colon cells of our digestive system will not be easily broken, okay, will not be easily cut, something like that, because our colon is very thin, okay, the outer layer of our colon or digestive internal digestive system, could it be large intestine and smaller intestine, it's very thin, thin, it's very fluid. And then if you eat substances that are very sharp and solid, for example, if you try to take the shell of an egg or the skin of the, what do you call this one, the skin of the tomato, so all those fruits that have a very, very hard skin, okay, like that. For example, also the crab, CRAB, and if you will never clean that properly, remove the skin properly during eating, then it will go to your digestive system and it will damage gradually, okay, or like that. Another example, also eating shrimp. The skin of the shrimp is very hard also. Then if it will try to penetrate in the skin, then time will come, it will damage your outer layer of your colon cells, something like that. So, to improve the integrity and the condition and the reliability of colon cells, we need more energy, okay? And that energy will be produced by the butyrate, which is the conjugate base of butyric acid. Okay, how can we achieve that? We need to eat more probiotic food like yogurt, Yakult, something like that. Okay, what else? A lot. For example, butter. Okay, because usually butyric acid found in butter, butter. But of course, we need to control also our consumption, because the more we add saturated fatty acid also, which is not good for the heart. Okay? We need to administer only the intake in enough or sufficient requirement. Okay? So aside from the vitamin C, aside from the vitamin D, okay, like that, just like a law of matching between the negative pool and the positive pool, something like that, okay? It's just like that, positive bacteria versus the negative bacteria, positive virus plus or in contrary with the negative virus, something like that. Somebody doesn't know that we have also viruses inside our body, but they are good microbiomes. Okay, good. Okay, you need to say built-in good microbiome families in our digestive system, something like that. Okay. So the more we eat yogurt, the more it will become, strong, our digestive cell membrane, because probiotic substances give brain health and the protection in our system. Okay, composition or this teamwork, shall I say teamwork, from the white blood cells, antibodies, vitamin C, vitamin D, nutrients, and probiotics are really, the weapon to fight this viruses, bacteria, the bad viruses, blah, 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 so and so. So this can improve and strengthen our immune, or it can really boost our immune system, and we will become more healthy, something like that, in combination with eating the right kind of food, healthful food, especially, I will eat my yogurt first. One reason also for that, because our digestive system, the hydrochloric acid is present in our liver, something like that. So this is very important. So, okay, this yogurt contains sodium. Okay, let's check. Sodium. Okay, sodium. Sodium is okay. Oh my God, it's very difficult. Okay. Wait for a while. Yes. Sodium is 150 milligram. Okay, so sodium plus chloride is equal to sodium chloride, right? And then it will produce neutralization reactions in our body. Okay, so I just acetic acid. So it's also very important to eat salty food, okay, that contains sodium. Something like that, and we need to be this one adept or adroit only intake, not thousands of kilocalories to be enough because we have also that existing accumulated easily. Okay, especially the no the hydrophobic substance. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Sorry for that. Oh, I am in the weight loss program, but I don't love to eat yogurt that is low fat yogurt. See? But when I eat the low fat yogurt, it seems to be that I'm not really that full. I want to be full because I don't eat rice. Okay? Guys, I never eat rice, that's why I need to be full. Then this yogurt contains calories, 120 calories, something like that. Okay, so it would be enough also to sustain in equivalent function of our digestive health. Okay. I have to discuss also states of the conjugate base of acetic acid. Okay. Sorry if you cannot sometimes you cannot understand the term acetic action. Okay. So one element plus another element come together or collect together, it will be hydrogen gas plus chlorine gas. Okay. Hydrogen the decomposition reaction. Okay, so we a reactant, that's like our reactant is potassium and chlorine gas, and our product is the potassium. We have a whiteboard item to item design, right? You still remember your plus copper. Okay. So individual element will exert a set energy to supplying high temperature to produce these products, potassium chloride, oxygen gas. So this is decomposition reaction. Okay. Process is called a pyrolysis, the process of burning. Okay, like that higher temperature. But since this is organic chemistry only, in organic compounds, this is only a